He calls out too, thinking about his peaceful, ordinary life after the events of that day. He exclaims in surprise, realizing that everything has completely changed. He calls her hesitantly and she asks for a kiss, making him wonder what the hell is going on. Someone asks San to accept this and she thanks them. He asks in shock if that means she's going out with him. She says she won't accept a confession from someone who doesn't even have the courage to make it directly. He says that can't be true and she says goodbye. He comments that there she goes, the princess. From their class is athletic, smart, and very beautiful. Ever since she entered the school, she's received attention from both boys and girls and many confessions, but she rejected all of them without hesitation. Because of how she turned them down, she earned that nickname. He thinks about the nickname princess. A classmate asks if he's interested, and he replies not to be stupid because he can't stand that kind of attitude. A classmate asks if it's true, saying he wants to give it a try, but calls him easy as always, and the classmate says just doesn't understand. The classmate exclaims that men are the kind of creatures who want to climb the most impenetrable mountains simply because the mountain is there, but thinks he doesn't relate to that at all. The classmate assumes doesn't need that, making him ask what he means, and the classmate explains that even so, he doesn't want to get into a losing battle since he's never even interacted with that girl before. Thinks about how he's involved since he sits next to that princess in class and works the same part-time job as her. He reflects that more than involvement, they barely talk to each other, and then he starts to say, "My manager." The manager says she doesn't know, while he warns her not to suddenly stand behind him like that. The manager exclaims that the family is a famous old noble family and wonders why someone like would come work in a place like theirs, questioning if it's some kind of prank. He suggests that maybe it's to learn about society, but the manager says that might apply to him and asks if he's heard anything at school, to which he replies of course not, since they've never talked outside of work. The manager says that since it's him, she feels like he might be someone who understands her, while he thinks there's no way and that she's really cute. A customer invites her to have fun with him, but she simply asks what his order is. The manager stammers, saying they should call the police, but he tells her to calm down and that they should try to handle the situation there first. The customer says that despite appearances, he's the son of the CEO of corporation and offers to buy her whatever she wants, since she must be short on money working part-time. She tells him to leave if he's not going to order anything, because standing there like that will bother the other customers. The customer clicks his tongue and curses. The manager asks if is okay, and she replies that she is, since she's used to dealing with that kind of person. The manager thinks that's exactly what you'd expect from the princess. He says he's heading out and wishes her good luck with work today, thinking that was really cool just now, even when facing a man so much bigger than her. He recalls her saying she was used to it, but wonders if her hand was trembling at that moment, or if he just imagined it. He wonders if that's he's hearing, asking someone to stop following her. He thinks that flirtatious guy still hasn't given up, while the man promises to make her feel really good and she tells him to stay away, saying she'll handle it herself then. She tells him to hurry up and disappear, saying she doesn't even want to breathe the same air as a despicable man like him, while he wonders if it's a good idea to provoke him that much. He accuses her of being full of herself just because she has a pretty face, while she yells for him to wait and stop. He laughs, saying he should use brute force from the start, while someone wonders if she doesn't have any escorts from the family. He wonders what he should do and whether he should step in, but concludes that he shouldn't, that princess will handle it herself. He thinks he's been doing his best to stay away from troublesome situations. He shouts as he kicks the man, who cries out in surprise. He says that laying hands on a woman makes him the lowest of the low and warns that next time he won't miss. The man curses him, furious about his beloved hair, and asks if he thinks it's okay to raise a hand against him. He corrects him, saying it was actually his foot, and the other man swears he'll make sure bastards like him never speak again. The man is shocked that his punches aren't landing, while the other understands that this is about the right distance. He thinks it'll be easy to control the situation. He thinks he should teach the guy a lesson, since he's somewhat confident in his grip strength, while the man yells that he can't move and demands if they know who he is, threatening that his father won't stay quiet and that this will be the end of their social lives. She asks if he still hasn't realized, saying his father must be going through a hard time right now, then apologizes for the delay and introduces herself as saying they met once at a party. the man stammers, confused about the party and her name. He shouts her name in shock, realizing she's from their parent company and one of the major shareholders from a famous family, saying he vaguely remembers. She says she'll have a lovely talk with his father about what happened today, and he begs her to keep it secret, to which she agrees and orders him to leave immediately. He asks if she's okay, but she brushes his hand away and tells him to stay back, asking what he wants in return for saving her. He replies that it's nothing, he just saw an acquaintance being attacked and stepped in, that's all, and expresses relief that she seems fine. She says she understands. She asks, surprised, if that's really all, and he confirms it is, thinking it would be insensitive to mention that he saw her hand trembling. She starts laughing and asks what's wrong, and he says it's nothing, that he understands. She thinks she should thank him and, a bit hesitant, thanks him for saving her. She says goodbye and walks away. He tries to call out to her and wonders if he should offer to take her home, but concludes it's already too late. She thinks that was all and, laughing, wonders why he was trying so hard if it was just that. The butler asks what happened to and she tells him not to worry since she only tripped on a small stone, but then asks if he could tell her something. The next day, he wonders why he got involved in that big fight yesterday. The manager tells to smile, he agrees but sighs, thinking that his policy is to stay out of troublesome things and that there's something else he doesn't understand. He thinks has been acting strange all day since he kept running into her everywhere, and whenever their eyes met, she would wink at him, making him wonder if she had something in her eye. He thinks that she suddenly sat next to him, speaking with a smile he'd never seen before, while she thought that the seat beside him just happened to be empty. He reflects that every time they met, she would give him some sort of signal, and by the end of the day, he's shocked to realize that some weird rumors have started spreading. He laments that his peaceful school life has been ruined. He escaped to his part-time job and is there now, completely exhausted. He tells the manager he's heading out first. She wishes him to take care and wonders if he's okay, while he decides to stop thinking about her for now and feels relieved they don't have overlapping shifts today. She says it was good work today, and he replies that it was for her too. She tells him she doesn't think he should be undressing in front of a lady, and he, surprised, apologizes and asks what she's doing there since he thought she had the day off. She answers that she came because she had something to discuss with him. He wonders if he did something to upset her, since he thought he'd managed to get through the day without any problems, when she suddenly hugs him and says that finally, it's just the two of them. He asks what she's doing and she answers that she's hugging him. He yells that's not what he meant and that he wants to know why. She sniffs him and says he really is something. She comments that he smells nice and that she really likes his fragrance, while he asks if isn't a bit too close, wondering what on earth is going on. He thinks stunned if this is really that princess. He thinks that any more than this would be bad in several ways and tells her to let him go, but she refuses, making him think that was a clever move. He asks what he has to do for her to let him go. She mutters something about herself, and he doesn't understand. She says that's right, when you want to say something, you have to say it while looking the other person in the eye. She says that if he kisses her, she'll let him go. He stammers that she's completely different from how she acts at school.